Welcome to a special edition of WCNC Charlotte. I'm Sarah French. Our very own Larry Sprinkle has spent the past year visiting communities across the Carolinas, highlighting the organizations making a difference in our community. Over the next 30 minutes, we will take a look back at some of those incredible groups and their efforts to make our home a better place to live. First up, a community cornerstone up in Davidson. The Ada Jenkins Center is a nonprofit that focuses on food with a long-running food pantry. But lately, the center has also championed Food for Thought, providing after-school learning programs for kids in Davidson. Recently, this program expanded to Huntersville, helping children lagging behind their classmates.
There are over 1,500 students within Huntersville, and just in particular CMS students that are behind in reading and math.
The program is called Learn Works, and it's available now to a whole new batch of students at the Waymer Center in Huntersville.
We're trying to make it accessible, our program, our Learn Works After School Academic Enrichment Program, accessible to the students that need it.
This free after-school program not only drills students on reading and writing, but it also helps build social skills they may not have learned in class or at home.
I would just go home and sit on the couch or watch my iPad upstairs in my bed.
8-year-old Kayla Woods gets a helping hand with her education and extracurricular activities to build up her social skills. Today she learns how to use the word knack in a sentence.
I have a knack at soccer. It's very fun.
After-school instructors have the task of keeping all these students engaged. And since Hispanic Heritage Month is being celebrated, Ria Anand teaches some Espanol plus lots of information about the Hispanic culture.
Well, yeah, we learn about the history, right? And different people and different things. So that's what we're learning about with Hispanic Heritage Month too, guys. It's celebrating the history and culture. They're from Spain, Mexico, the Caribbean, Central and South America. So those are a lot of the countries underneath of us, and then some just a little bit to the left.
Being part of the journey of these scholars is a passion for Ria. She knows they're all playing catch-up thanks to the pandemic and many other factors.
COVID really set a lot of these kids behind, but it doesn't mean that they're not capable, and they just need that little extra time and patience. So we get to be a part of that with them, is that giving them that time.
I'm Larry Sprinkle, back to you.
Which is words that don't mean.
Well, athletes with developmental disabilities face many challenges in life. One of those issues, a shortage of summer camps suited to their needs. But that's not the case in the Charlotte area anymore. That's because of one amazing camp for those with special needs. Here's more on Camp SOAR.
For 22 years, Camp SOAR, that Special Olympics athletic retreat, has been right here at the Levine Jewish Community Center.
350 campers and 300 volunteers are there to participate. It's the highlight of the year for campers of all ages. Bob Bowler is the founder of Camp SOAR.
It was tears in my eyes to see the joy and the happiness and the high fives and the hugs and the pats on the back, and Camp SOAR all the way. Camp SOAR rocks. I love Camp SOAR.
With a combination of outdoor and indoor activities, the athletes have a great experience to kick off their summer. Included on the daily schedule is chair aerobics, new this year pickleball, plus fitness, bocce, dance, arts and crafts, and basketball.
I love being here.
Former ref Michael Lieberman says it best.
I feel good. In Yiddish terms, it's a mitzvah. You familiar with the word mitzvah? It's a good deed.
Camp SOAR is not just about sports, but provides necessary experiences of acceptance and participation in the same kind of social activities enjoyed by people who attend traditional summer camps.
And then to see the bonding with the buddies and the high school kids, to see them really accept them, and we really push for inclusion and acceptance. So, and really, they become the coaches and the mentors and the cheerleaders, and it's one happy camp.
So we have ages from all the way from 13 up to corporate volunteers that come out with us. Again, it's infectious, but we cannot do it without volunteers.
At the camp, there are volunteers of all ages. M.K. Burke is a recent graduate of Charlotte Catholic High School.
I just love involving everyone because this really changes lives.
This year, there are 172 adult campers, and they truly love every minute of their time at Camp SOAR.
I love the people here.
I'm glad to be here at Camp SOAR.
It means a lot to me.
Glad I'll be here for Camp SOAR. Hopefully everybody be having fun, Larry.
All right, is everybody ready to soar? Yeah! We're going to soar. All right, Larry Sprinkle soaring with everybody here at the Camp Soar. Back to you.
Well, we all know life can be a challenge at times. For folks with developmental and intellectual disabilities, it can be even more difficult. Well, now an organization in Rock Hill is making sure that community has the same chance for success as everyone else. And it's all thanks to the Adult Enrichment Center making a difference.
The mission of the Adult Enrichment Centers in York County, South Carolina, is to help promote the independence of individuals of all abilities.
It's any adult of any age, but 18 and above, and they come to us from all over, and they enjoy being social, they enjoy working on life skills, working on being in the community and learning about things.
Samantha Kriegshauser is the CEO of the nonprofit.
It is hard for some of our members to express it, to share grief or joy, and so getting it out through the creative arts kind of became a passion.
A major part of what they provide is the High Five School of Arts. This gives all of those involved a chance to be creative in their own way. Painting has become one of the most popular areas of interest.
What do you like most about being a part of High Five?
It gives me good things to do, and I won't be bored at home.
Being able to hang out with friends, being able to hang out with peers, being able to help others.
The watermelon theme continues with another group from the High Five. They're making sorbet.
Is it good?
Yes.
What does it taste like?
Tastes like watermelon.
It tastes good.
The taste test, how is it?
It tastes nice.
Assimilating into the workplace is a very important part of the process.
I do baggers, sometimes I sweep floors.
I love children wash dishes, send menus.
He cleans the menus,
Right.
washes dishes,
Right.
and you've been learning to cook some too.
I do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Among the group of workers is Cameron. Cameron is not only a job holder, but a champion weightlifter.
What is your specialty?
My specialty right now is deadlift.
Deadlift. How much can you deadlift?
Probably a lot.
A lot.
The success of the program can be seen on the many smiles and the big high fives.
It's all about kindness and diversity and love. We're all together now. Larry Sprinkle with the High Five School of the Arts in Rock Hill, South Carolina. Back to you.
Recycling and zero waste are two important topics nowadays. Recently, we featured the Innovation Barn, where zero waste is their goal. Larry Sprinkle takes us back there to show us some more innovative things going on inside as they look to make a difference in our community.
We're back. We've been here before. This is the Innovation Barn, where they believe nothing should be wasted. Zero waste is the motto in this 36,000 square foot building on Siegel Avenue in Charlotte. There's a glass bottle pulverizer that turns bottles into sand for concrete and gardening. There's also a plastics lab that can recycle food containers and other plastics. A big part of the Innovation Barn is Spring Clean.
Our tagline is, you clean out your closets, we make beautiful things.
C.T. Anderson, founder and creative director, explains upcycling.
Upcycling is taking something new, taking something in its current state and making it of more value. Versus recycling, you break something down.
One of those things that you upcycle, this is a barley bag from one of the local breweries.
They take the bag, then we cut it, and we cut a certain amount off, so we have these strips for the bag, and then we had a little bit left over, so we create a little pocket.
So everything is used?
Everything is used. That's exactly right. And then when you're done, you have this beautiful tote bag.
Everything in here is taken and made into something very unique.
So we take old things that you donate or people give to us, and we make exciting new things out of it. And here's a few examples here. We have this pride flag that was made out of interior design samples. And then we take some of the samples like curtains, and we make these beautiful stuffed animals and teddy bears.
What can the Innovation Barn do with dozens of old t-shirts?
So what we do is we cut them like this into these strips.
Amy Otziker is the executive director of the Innovation Barn.
So we're going to start here, take it down here, and we're going to go back up the other side, and when you need more, you take a little t-shirt, make the loop a little longer.
Can they be previously worn t-shirts? Is that okay?
Yeah, we have a washing machine. We wash them all.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Now we know that they're very clean.
Yes.
So even if they have been worn in a 5K or out working out, bring them in.
You might wash them before you bring them in, but we'll wash them again.
Please wash your t-shirt before you come in. And then, voila.
Sound panels, or Bauer would say, a dog bed.
Don't be baffled. Think of the Innovation Barn and the amazing things they do here every day. Larry Sprinkle, back to you.
Next on this special edition of WCNC Charlotte, we are taking a look at the people making a difference on and off the field, including one organization working to bring diversity to the game of golf. And then the basketball program helping out kids in the off-season, one basket at a time. Welcome back to this special edition of WCNC Charlotte. I'm Sarah French. A Charlotte area teen is being called the Queen of Home Runs. Larry Sprinkle sat down with Sophia O'Neill, who competed in the Home Run Derby and the Little League World Series.
These young ladies are swinging for success. And one 13-year-old knocked it out of the park, giving her that special chance to take her swing to national TV.
I was a little surprised because I was not expecting to win, but when I did and I moved on, I was really proud of myself, and I made my mom proud.
Sophia O'Neill just loves the game of softball. She tried out for the home run title last year and lost, but loved it enough to come back this year.
In the second round, I was kind of more confident in myself, and I just decided to go all out.
This time, Sophia was awesome in 3 90-second rounds at the Mallard Creek Home Run Derby, and in less than 5 minutes, she cranked out more home runs than a lot of big leaguers see in their entire career.
I hit 69 home runs in a home run derby, and I made it to the finals.
For us, it's just an opportunity for the girls to have a platform and compete at a different level.
Joe Flores, president of Mallard Creek Optimist Club Little League, has worked with these girls, helping them to build their skills, and knows that Sophia is looking at a great road ahead.
Couldn't be prouder of Sophia and her accomplishments. She's an excellent young lady, a great athlete, strong character, great family, and I think she represents Mallard Creek Optimist Club very well.
Even though this is Sophia's time to shine, she still enjoys the support her teammates give her. This teenage home run hero has a message for some of the younger players who want to accomplish the same goal.
Never give up, especially whenever you're swinging and your arms get tired. You don't want to stop swinging because there's even more to go.
In Concord, Larry Sprinkle, back to you.
Embracing diversity and opportunity within the game of golf. That's the mission of a local nonprofit that's putting kids on the links here in Charlotte. Larry Sprinkle caught up with them as they worked with some youth to make a difference in their lives.
I learned how to hit the ball and be mental about the game and not just physical.
I learned that you gotta have really good form and balance just to hit the ball. You need to use mental toughness.
Introducing kids to the game of golf. That's the mission of a nonprofit called A Perfect Swing Foundation. They see this game as a great youth development tool.
Not just to play, but we're enhancing their communication, networking, and leadership skills.
Who's behind it all? Business professionals in the area who love the game of golf. They work with predominantly minority youth, giving them opportunities to get some hands-on training on the links.
I think there's no secret that when it comes to minorities on the course, it could be considered to be rare, but it's growing. And so today, it was an opportunity for us to allow our youth to play on the course.
The hope is that by learning the game of golf, these kids will gain valuable lessons that apply to the game of life as well.
Learning golf today teaches them how to deal with disappointment, how to deal with challenges, what happens when things don't go your way.
And seeing that vision and helping us really support and put our arms around the youth in the community, that's priceless.
If we're investing in the children today, then when they become my age or as they grow in their career, they would have those skills that could take them further.
But without the help of the community, it wouldn't be possible to provide these future junior golfers with this opportunity.
Every youth that come into the program, the moment they get in, they get a used set of golf clubs that they can take with them. So just like they have a basketball at home and they have a football at home, well, they got a set of golf clubs at home, right? After they've been in the program for a year, Every year they get a new pair of golf shoes.
These kids will be prepared to play the game, comfortable on the course, and set up for success. It's the perfect recipe for a hole-in-one.
And there's nothing greater than seeing them walk into the clubhouse and they know what to do. They respond and they react and they act like they're supposed to be there.
On the links, Larry Sprinkle, back to you.
My man, good shot.
A Charlotte-based basketball league making a difference for kids in our community. It's all part of the Queen City Pro-Am Basketball League. And our Larry Sprinkle hits the court to show us how this mix of professional players and amateurs is keeping the sport alive in the off-season.
As the home of the Charlotte Hornets, the Queen City has a rich sports culture and deep roots for the basketball community. Alonzo Coleman grew up in Charlotte and has been playing basketball since he was 5 years old. Playing pro ball gave him a vision and mission to give back to the community that raised him. He came up with Queen City Pro-Am.
Queen City Pro-Am is a non-profit organization that uses the game of basketball to give back to the community.
Allowing people from all walks of life to come and enjoy the game.
Men and women, NBA players, WNBA players, college players, elite high school players, and local talent that's good enough to compete with the big dogs.
For Coleman, it's an opportunity to use his skills to keep people engaged.
The mission is just to bring the city together. Use the game of basketball to bring the city together. Nothing brings the city together like sports.
During the summertime, there aren't a lot of options for organized sports. Queen City Pro-Am is a 7-week basketball program that allows the players to stay competitive, bringing families together to have some good fun. And that keeps Coleman smiling.
It's definitely my baby, but my motto is, our city, our league, want everybody to treat it like it's their baby. It's the city of Charlotte and, hopefully the Carolinas.
Picking these particular 7 weeks was not an accident.
Because, this is a time, the off season of all the pros, college players, when they get to bed to come home and visit their family. All the overseas players get to come home, enjoy some time. Playing ball overseas, we don't get to play in front of our friends and family. So this is a time for us to play in front of friends and family.
It's honestly great to be able to come back in the summer and be able to play with people in the area and play really in front of your families and friends.
Players like Josh Fruin, just to be able to come back and continue to be on the court during his time away from the game overseas.
I just play. I come here to hoop and have a good time in the summer and stay locked in.
This nonprofit is on a full court press to preach the gospel of basketball right here in the Queen City.
In 5 to 10 years, the goal is just to have our seeds planted all over across the city of Charlotte.
In Charlotte, Larry Sprinkle, back to you.
Up next on this special edition of WCNC Charlotte, honoring one of America's heroes. A big surprise for one military family in Gastonia. We'll take you inside the emotional scene next. Welcome back to this special edition of WCNC Charlotte as we highlight groups making a difference in our area. America's service members are the fabric of our society. And Larry Sprinkle takes us to Gastonia, where one veteran and his wife received an amazing surprise to show how much they are appreciated.
That's good, bro. Thank you.
They're raising the flag on another successful renovation. This time at the Gastonia home of Kemp Harvey, a U.S. Army vet who served in Iraq and Afghanistan.
Kemp's going first on that so we can see how it's done.
The sod is freshly laid. And stay off the driveway until these patches dry, okay? Kemp feels overjoyed that complete strangers took time out of their day to help him and show their appreciation for his service.
It's amazingly overwhelming. We were so blessed, so humble. We're just thankful. It's a grateful experience.
Standing by his side is wife Stephanie, who says the couple couldn't afford to make those upgrades on their own.
It is extremely overwhelming. However, we are so grateful, and to see him happy makes me happy.
In a time when veterans aren't always appreciated, seeing so many strangers come together to improve their lives leaves Kemp almost speechless.
I can't even put it into words, honestly. I joined to serve. I think everybody that joins the military joins to serve. That's why we're there. and we don't always ask for help. We don't like help. And so to see people come out, you know, it was a little bit hard at first, but it was amazing.
Today we've been filling some holes. We've been doing some great work. We've been planting some grass, and then we put in a flagpole and raised the flag.
Jason Avery is with Coca-Cola Consolidated. They partnered with NASCAR and the Charlotte Motor Speedway to give the Harvey home a facelift in celebration of the service and sacrifice of U.S. military members and their families.
Racing the Coke 600 on Memorial Day weekend is all about the military. It's all about saluting the men and women of the armed forces, and this is just an extension of that, being able to come out and put those words into action.
WCNC Charlotte joins them in saying thank you to all the men and women who have served and those we have lost. Honoring their memory is the whole purpose of Memorial Day.
We talk about how important racing on the eve of Memorial Day is, but that's not just lip service. You know, for us, it's about being able to give back.
We love our veterans, and we want to take care of our veterans.
They don't just talk the talk, they walk the walk.
Giving a big salute to all the veterans out there in Gastonia and everywhere. Larry Sprinkle, back to you.
And finally today, an organization helping out those in need in York County, South Carolina, Love and Cherish Food Pantry, couldn't do it without help from their many volunteers. Here's more on their desire to make a difference.
Here at the Love and Cherish Food Pantry in York County in South Carolina, they love the volunteers, love to give out the food, and they cherish the people they help. Love and cherish. It's all about giving to this community, to those in need.
For 15 years, the mission of Love and Cherish Food Pantry has been to provide food and other necessities to needy families in York County, South Carolina. Mary Roseborough has been there since the very beginning.
Deep down inside, we know we're doing what the Lord asked for us to do.
A dedicated team of volunteers is at the pantry every Thursday and Friday.
You have to give and receive. So I received help and I have to give back. You can't just take all the time. You have to be able to give.
She look out for the people, and a lot of them just come down here, and it means so much to them, you know, and I just fit it in my day.
They signed up, they received, and they are very thankful.
Can't thank them enough for all the things they do out here every week for this community.
I want to say thank everybody for helping.
Lynn McInnes is a longtime volunteer at the pantry.
It's just an honor to be able to help the people. Some of these people are just needing a little extra help, and it's great for us to be a resource.
Over 500 boxes a week are given out, with a big portion of the donated food coming from Second Harvest Food Bank.
Most of the time, all the families are like, thank you so much, we really appreciate the help. And then I speak Spanish as well, so it's very beneficial that somebody out here speaks Spanish because they don't know about the help that they can receive out here. So they're happy to see someone that can speak to them when they come. And they really do appreciate it. Everybody that comes is very thankful.
The volunteer spirit goes a long way in York County.
But I can't stop because I'll be hurting too many people.
Helping those in need, and you can see a lot of volunteers making a difference right here in York County in South Carolina. There you go, put that in there for them. Making sure that families in need have a meal tonight. Larry Sprinkle here in Rock Hill in South Carolina, back to you.
Well, that's going to do it for us and this Make a Difference special. For more on all of these stories, be sure to visit our website, WCNC.com. For myself, Larry Sprinkle, and the entire team at WCNC Charlotte, thank you for watching.